Okay, it is 3:30 and Kitty, I'm going to stay here. So you're going to have to move. You can lay on the bed. You can lay on the bed. Okay? And my name is Lori and I work for the library and I'm doing chair yoga. And so let's start with the basics. One, you want to be wearing something comfortable. And two, you need a chair. I have this stool and it has no back on it, but I like that. But a chair with, with no arms is just fine. And then you have to remember that if it hurts, stop. You might not be able to do the entire pose, or you can only go so far, and that's fine. There's no shame in that. I have these yoga cards. Let me show you. And it's going to have a sequence of what we're going to do today. So the first thing is finding your yoga seat. And so you want to sit up tall and you want your feet on the ground, a little bit of about hip width apart. So, and then your hands can be on your knees, or you can do this, or you can do this, whatever you're comfortable with. And you want to make sure that your shoulders are down, that they're not hunched up, they're down, your face and your head straight over your pelvis. So you want a straight spine, straight spine. And then we're going to just sit here and hold the pose and breathe. If you don't feel comfortable, then try moving around, get comfortable. This is your seat and you're to be comfortable here. This is a resting position. Okay, so you found your seat, and I want to tell you a little bit about yoga and what I've done with yoga. I have practiced yoga off and on for years. I am not certified. I am working towards certification, but I'm nowhere near certified yet. And yoga to me, and if you ask anyone who knows anything about yoga, is union. So you're joining your breath with your body, and you're in your body mindfully, and you're doing these poses the best that you can. And you're mindful of your body, what your body is feeling, and you're breathing mindfully. So it's a union of breath and body. And yoga was invented by Indian spiritual wise men or gurus or whatever you want to call them over 3,000 years ago. I don't know how, I know it's over 3,000 years ago. It's a long practice. And it wasn't a religion. It's a way of attaining enlightenment. So to be at one with yourself and at one with the universe, and yoga with the poses is just one step on that path. And that's what we're going to focus on, is that. So you've got your seat, and now we're going to do a body scan. So staying here, or maybe you want to put your hand over your heart, however you feel. We're going to be still in our yoga seat, and we're going to breathe. We're going to breathe in through the nose, and then breathe out. And you can breathe out through your nose if you prefer, or out through your mouth like I just did. It doesn't matter. But you're going to breathe in long, slow inhalations. And while you're doing that, you're going to use your mind to scan your body, to see what's going on with your body. We're tuning into the body. You can start at the top of the head and work your way down to your toes, or do it the other way around, starting with your feet. But examine all parts of your body and say, how's this part feeling today? Is it okay? Is it just there? Does this hurt right now? Just check in with your body. And while you're doing that, breathe. So now we're even more focused on our body, how it's feeling. We're sitting in our yoga seat, comfortable. And now we're going to go on to the next, and that is breathing. And we're going to do belly breath. So put your hands on your belly like this. And when you breathe in, you want your belly to move out. So what that will be is you fill up your lungs and then it pushes down on your diaphragm, which makes your stomach expand. It's a full breath. Okay. Do this 2 or 3 times. Get the hang of it. So we're tuning into our body and we're tuning into our breath. As we go through the poses, we breathe in, we breathe out. We do this to calm our body. When you're doing something new, you might feel a little stressed about it, and the breathing, even deep breaths, tells your body everything's okay. If you suffer from anxiety, yoga is really excellent because it teaches you how to get in touch with your body and how to breathe. And that is extremely helpful. It has been extremely helpful for me, and that is why I've done yoga for so many years. And I have to say that yoga is not what you see in the media. You see these thin, white, upper class women who are doing these impossible to do poses and skimpy outfits on a sunset at the beach or on a mountain or in the gym or in their studio. It doesn't matter, but it's just like, the idea is that only these people can do yoga, and that is not true. Yoga is for everybody, including your body and my body and anybody. So, and it doesn't matter if you don't ever get to the pose that's perfect, the perfect asana. The point is getting to that, is getting there, working on it, working with yourself and seeing what you can do. So, it's getting there, the journey that counts, not the end result. So now we're going to do neck stretches. So you want to make sure that you're sitting up straight, your shoulders are down, and gently, while you breathe in, turn your neck. Back to center as you breathe out. And now the other side. if you can't twist your neck very far, doing it just however far you can go is fine. If you can do it all the way, that's great too. One more time. And you should have felt a gentle stretch in your neck, just getting a little flexible there. Now we're going to do side leaning stretches. So you might want to come up a little bit forward on your seat and get your knees apart, about hip width. And then remembering to breathe, lean over to one side. Go down as far as you can. If this is all you can do, that's great. And breathe. And come up. And then we're going to do the other side. Back to center. One more time. Back to center. If this is too easy for you, here's something you could do instead. Where we are at doesn't matter, but if you bring your other arm over, you'll feel more of a stretch in this side and that side. You don't have to do this if it's hard for you. Don't worry about it. Just wait till we get back to the next exercise, or you can continue to just do side stretches if you want, doing it the way I first showed you. And then back to center. And now we're going to do seated twists. So I'm going to go back and get more on the chair or the stool as it were. And you want to put one hand here and the other hand on the other side. And you should feel your spine twist. Now, if that's too hard, it's okay to do it this way. Just both of your hands here and just do kind of like half a twist. You're still twisting your spine, but you know that if that's what you can do, that's okay. And then you can start taking it back a little bit more until you can only reach back. And then breathe. And back to center. Next, the other side. One hand here and one hand back here or up here, however you prefer. You can see that your spine is twisted. Rib cage is going this way. And then we're going to do some breathing. And back to center. Big deep breath. Bringing in peace. Letting out stress. One more time, this side. Back to center. And the other side. Remember, you can just do it this way. Back to center. How do you feel? Have you wrung the rag? Twisting your spine like that is good. It gets the blood pumping in that area. So that's a good exercise to do. Now we're going to do a seated forward bend. So you want to make sure you're comfortable, and you're going to put your elbows like right above your knees. And you have your hands hanging down. This is the beginning. I hope you can see this. I don't know if you can see it. Okay, and then you're going to touch your toes, or if you can reach back behind your foot, that's great too. But you're leaning your body onto your lap. And breathe. And then come up. Take a deep breath, let out the stress. And one more time. Elbows, knees, hands down. Take a breath and go down. Touch your toes. Lay your body on your legs. Relax. Melt. You want to melt. And breathe. Now coming up, back to our seated yoga seat. How did that feel? One more time. Hand or elbows above your knees. Hands down, keeping your head straight. Go down, touch your toes. Lay your body in your lap and melt and breathe. Coming back up, back into seated yoga pose. And let's just take a deep breath out some stress. Really good. Now we're going to do arm circles. So you want to have room to stick out your arms to your sides, palms up. And we're going to start with little circles, little circles. Just a little round circle at the end of each hand. Now go the other way, the opposite way. Remember to breathe. I'm telling myself this as much as I'm telling you. Now we're going to go and make medium circles. Medium circles. Other way. Now let's do large circles. Whoa, large circles. Do the best you can. Now the other way. Great, let's come back to our seated position and breathe. We loosened up the joints here in our shoulders. You should feel that, yes. Nice. Now we're going to do the single leg stretch. So you want to get on the edge of your seat and leave one foot the way it is and the other extended out with your heel on the ground and your toes up. Okay, and breathe and go down, and you can go down this far if that's how far you can go and still be comfortable. You can go down this far. It doesn't matter. Go where you feel comfortable. If you start hurting, back up. You know, don't do more than you can do. And breathe. Back up. Bring the foot back in. Seated pose. Breathe. And now the other leg. Stick it out. Heel on the ground, toes up. Can't see this. Okay, but I'm telling you what to do, and I hope you can understand that. And now you're going to lean forward. Lean forward as far as you can go, and then stop there. If you can get all the way down to your lap, then you've gone far enough. And remember to breathe. Back up. The other side. Leg out, heel on the ground, foot extended up. Lean over. Go as far as you can go without it hurting. And then breathe through your stretch. 3 breaths. Back. And the other side. Extend your leg. Heel down, toes up. Bend. Feel the stretch in the back of your leg. Breathe for the count of 3. And back up. Really good. Sit back. Get comfortable. Yoga seat. Take a deep breath and let it out. You're letting out stress. You're bringing in peace and you're letting out stress. Next move, we're going to do back bend, a gentle back bend. So you're in your yoga seat and you're going to put your hands on either side of your chair and arch your back up gently. And I don't know if you could see that I'm arching up, so I'll do it sideways. Straight. And then gentle arching up. And then back to center. Remember to breathe, Lori, breathe. Gentle back in. If you can go further, go ahead. But you don't have to. Let's see if you can see my legs or my feet. Move that back. You still can't see my feet. Try it a little bit more. I want you to be able to hear me though. Oh, well, that's the best I can do. Okay. Are you going to help us spell that? Okay, so now we're going to do blossoming flower arms. So back in your yoga seat, being comfortable. Put out your hands with palms up and then bring them in and touch your shoulders. Now you're going to pull them out. You're a blossoming flower. Back in. Breathe. Come back down. Put your arms on your legs. Do this. Do this. Whatever's comfortable for you. And feel how your body feels. Oh. Breathe in and then breathe out. Now, this next one is going to be, it's called upper body circles. And just do the best you can. You don't have to do it perfect. I don't think I'm going to do it perfect, so please don't notice that. But you come out, you on the edge of your seat, your feet are apart about hip distance, and then you're going to come out. Keep your hands on your lap, I should say. You're going to come out, and then you're going to start circling around. And breathe. Now we're going to go the other opposite way. All right. Sit back in your seat. In and out, that breath, in and out. I have a tendency to hold my breath, and that's why I keep talking to myself, and now I'm talking to you. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Remember to breathe. So now we're going to wrap things up, and we're going to focus on our body again, be in our yoga seat, our legs hip width apart, our hands on our legs, or like this, or like this, however you want. And close your eyes and breathe and examine your body. Where does it hurt? If it hurts, it doesn't have to hurt. If it does, send it some healing love. Imagine it as a warm sensation, or perhaps you can imagine it as a cool sensation. However you want to imagine that healing, imagine it now, wherever your body needs it. And we're going to hold this pose for 3 breaths. I always send some love to my shoulders. And now we're going to do more deep breathing. Put your hand right here on the diaphragm. You can put your other hand here on your lap, or you can put it on your belly, don't matter. And you're going to make sure that you're breathing deep enough that you can feel your diaphragm push down on your stomach and expand your stomach. So feel it go in and out. One more. Excellent, excellent. We're going over a little half an hour. Put an hour. Now we're going to do some relaxing. I want you to visualize a place, a favorite place that you would like to be. Whether that's on the beach with the sun shining on you, and the waves lapping on the shore, or perhaps you want to be on a mountain and you're looking over the vista. You see so much, and it's all beautiful. Big puffy clouds in the sky. The sun is dappled. Whatever. If that's what you want, where you want to be, then go there. Or you can be in the woods and be sitting at the edge or by a tree, listening to the wind blow the leaves, and hearing the birds sing. We're going to be still, and we're going to be in this visualization, our favorite place, and we're going to imagine that all the stress is leaving our body and healing and love are coming in. Peace and love. With each breath. In peace and love. Out stress. Thinking about your favorite place out in nature. I like a gentle brook nearby, twinkling, tinkling. The sound of the water, the birds. That's my favorite place. Moving on. And then when you're ready, you can open your eyes and be here. That's my favorite part. It's meditation. It's a little bit of meditation. And so I am happy that you could come, and I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to be putting this on YouTube. See you next week.